welcome back. It took me a while to get back here. I got a missile upgrade. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Hopefully I can beat this guy. I can't take any damage here. Just shoot the missile at him. I don't care. Okay, good. Okay, what was my note? In church this week, I never really talk about stuff like sermons, but I liked, okay, dodge it. He was talking about Martin Luther, and I think I want to look up Martin Luther a little bit more. He seems pretty interesting. He put up a quote that I liked, and I thought was interesting, but I can't really read it right now. Sorry. Nah, I don't like the way he does that. I gotta shoot his tail with a missile, I think. Why is it not doing anything? Can you open your mouth, please? The interesting way he posed Martin Luther in the sermon was that he's kind of like this tortured person who he doesn't know what the right thing to do is. He's like, how can I be a priest and I'm always sinning all the time? I'm always being a bad person. Like I guess I felt similar. Like, oh, I feel that way. I guess maybe I don't really feel that way. I do a little bit. Well, that's kind of what I talked about last week, is like, I feel like the only thing that keeps me being a good person is thinking all the time about, like, just people who do bad stuff are people who aren't thinking. Get it, little tail, shoot it. And shoot the missile at his face. Okay. That's not bad. I don't like that. Where'd he go? The locking on mechanism in this game is not the best sometimes. It's a little frustrating. Okay. One more hit, and we got him. Come on. Too close. Back up. I think that's all I wanted to say. It's just like, I want to research Martin Luther, and I wanted to say the quote, like he's dead, right? The quote was, "This life, therefore, is not righteousness, but growth in righteousness." Oh, I didn't write the full quote. I guess I get the bombs now. I like that idea. It's like it's a Christian idea, I guess, which is like, you're not who you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be making mistakes, and then you kind of like, you'll be perfect when you're dead. This life is about growth. You're growing into who you're supposed to be. So that's kind of ugly and messy sometimes, but it's part of the plan. That's how it's supposed to work. I think when they give you stuff, you're supposed to use it. Okay. So that's like the rest of the quote is like, this life isn't righteousness. You're not righteous, but you're growing in righteousness. And I guess if you're a Christian, you're supposed to believe like learning about Jesus is helps you on that path of growth. It helps you grow better, I guess. So I don't know, maybe the next book I read will be... Did Martin Luther write a book? Probably. People like that always write books. I can't open that. Righteousness through faith. Faith is a big thing in the Bible, and I don't know. I guess the pastor was talking about faith a lot, like what it is. So I was trying to pay attention because it is pretty important, and it's something that I don't really have or understand very well. I think most people think faith is just believing stuff. Well, a cynical person would say believing stuff without any proof. I don't think that's really... Well, obviously I don't think that's what it is, but I still don't know exactly what it is. How it would apply to someone's life. It's not that. It's not believing, well, everything's going to be fine, like, for no reason. Or like an atheist would say, like, you have faith God exists, even though you don't have any proof for it. That's not really what faith is, I don't think. I don't know. This is my best definition, even though I know it's wrong, and I want to learn more about it, but it's like... believing... It's about things you can't control. And believing... What is this? I have to scan it. And believing that there's not like a purpose, but things that you can't control are just things that you can't control. And I don't want to say like there's a purpose for everything, because I don't know. I guess maybe that's what I'm supposed to say, but I don't want to say it. Is this guy helping me? Was that? They're always hidden. This is important. I have to pay attention. Don't I get like a dark suit that protects me? Okay. So I could just open more doors. That's basically what he says. Oh, I have to return once I get the energy. That's important. Aether. There's a verse in the Bible that's like, you get righteousness through faith. So I just wrote down like, ooh, faith seems pretty important. I wonder what it is. Do I have it? I don't think faith is just like trusting God. Well, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that simple. I guess it is. trusting God is doing what he's supposed to be doing, even if you can't see it. Like, that's the boring answer. I think it should be more interesting than that and better than that. Is that what it is? I mean, I don't know. I guess I could be bad sometimes and be like, I don't know, Christians talk about God's plan a lot. He has a plan, and that sounds kind of dumb. Like, oh, he's a plan for every person and but I mean, why not just believe that? Is that as crazy as anything else? Is that less crazy than anything else? Like, everything that has ever existed is destined to do what it's meant to do. You're gonna end up where you're gonna end up no matter what. You can make choices, but it's just the way it's gonna be, I guess. There's things you can't control, right? There's like, I don't know. You're on a path. I was born in a certain place. I couldn't control that. The only thing I can control is just trying to be, like, nice and good. So, I guess that's what it means by... So what does it mean to have faith, though? That I was put in this position for a reason? That doesn't make sense. What does this thing do? This is a statue. Do I have to know his whole history? And that's it. What, can I blow it up? I don't know. What do I do with it? I'm supposed to use it for something, but not now, I guess. I think I can read that. I could read that. I can read this. Yay. I guess I didn't really answer the question. I think I'm done for today. Kind of wanted to answer it. Because it's pretty important. What is faith? How do I use it for my advantages? Is that how it works? Well, you get righteousness through faith. So what is it? I need to answer that question. If it's just believing there's a plan, I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to do that. So I need a better answer. My answer can basically be that, but it needs to be worded differently because I don't like how that's worded. There's a plan for you. It sounds dumb. Just word it different and maybe I can believe it. I haven't done that thing in a long time where I just end the episode and talk. I kind of liked doing that, but I think I want to keep these episodes short, and that's why. Because I'm doing this on Thursday, and I don't want it to stay up too late. But maybe I can just try to think for a second. What is faith? I don't know. Just try to come up with something. A faith kind of sounds like fate if you say it wrong. Do those words come from the same? Fate and fate. Fate and fate. Is that something? No. Righteousness through faith. I don't think I have anything. Like, I don't know. Just like be good and trust the rest will be fine. I guess that's all I can get out of it. It's just like, but it's not. I don't think this is right. I mean, this is right, but it's not connected to faith in any way. It's just don't try to control things you can't control, or don't worry about those things. It is like one of the most important things in the Bible is to be faithful. It might be the most important thing. Like, next to love people, number 2 is like to have faith in God and stuff. Don't know what that means though. I think that's it. It's just rule number 1, love God, love your neighbor. That's what Jesus said. One of the next most important things is to have faith, and I think that means like, well, don't worry about all the other stuff. If you're loving your neighbor and you love God, that's all you're supposed to be doing. So just trust that God will take care of the rest for you, I guess. But it's weird that if that's true, then it's like, it's not something you actively do. You don't have faith. It's just kind of like the lack of worrying about stuff, which doesn't seem right. Having faith seems like an active thing. But the way I just described it, it's just like, well, don't worry about anything. That doesn't seem very active. It's just like, don't do that. Which is true. It's like people can do bad stuff when they're trying to like control things that they shouldn't be, and not just trying to like be nice and love people and help people. Anyway, I guess we answered some questions. I don't know. See you tomorrow.